Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's G from Happiness and Crafting. So I have a fantastic video for you today. I am going to be showing you 10 different ways to use these beautiful rub-ons from Taperlogy. They are absolutely fantastic. Now I have 4 sets here. We have the monochrome florals, which are absolutely beautiful. They're more sort of like botanical ones. They are absolutely gorgeous. Look at this beautiful butterfly. So you get 8 sheets in here in different colors, and they are stunning, absolutely stunning. So as you can see, I have started using them. I've got some bits and pieces ready to show you. So we've got some projects to work on. I'm going to show you how they work and what surfaces you can pop them onto. We have the beautiful butterflies, so you get 3 in this set. And then we've got the, oh look at this beautiful big one. That's gorgeous, isn't it? And then we have the florals, which are beautiful colours in here. So we have 6 sheets in this one. Look at those beautiful flowers, absolutely gorgeous. And then we have these ones, which are the wildlife. And look at the selection of animals and all sorts of things. Look at the little puppy dog, absolutely beautiful. Look at that. So absolutely gorgeous. I love them. I have having so much fun making things to show you and work along with me today. You also get, now you can buy the rub-ons as they are, or you can purchase them with the piece of fabric. Now this is like a calico fabric, which is like this. I'll show you in a minute anyway. And the rub-ons go onto fabric really, really lovely. They go onto glass and plastic and paper and all sorts of things, so, and wood. So I'm going to show you some different ways of using them. So that's that one. I'm going to pop these to the side because I've got some bits and pieces to show you. So the first one that I wanted to show you is this. Now I've popped it onto a little bit of burlap as well, so that's got a beautiful rose on it, so that's lovely, and it flexes a little bit as well, which is good. So I thought that would look really nice if you popped that onto a bit of the calico fabric, and you could just sew around it, make a lovely journal card from that. So that's the first one like that. This one we have, I popped one of the beautiful little butterflies, and out of the fabric I've made a little pouch. Now this pouch I've made to fit like a little gift card. So how lovely to receive a little gift card in a little handmade pouch would be lovely. Now what I've done, I've popped on the rub-on on there, but as for the body I've sewn it on the sewing machine. Can you see? I've just stitched it down there. Which is lovely, and I just think it just gives it a little bit more texture to your butterfly, doesn't it? Oh, and I popped a little pouch at the back as well. So this one, I've also got a dragonfly. Look at that. I just think that looks beautiful. So as you can see here, I've just done the body on the sewing machine. Now you can hand stitch this on there, and you could have some beautiful sort of like metallic thread, couldn't you, to have the body. And then I've just popped the little wings on, so that's going to go onto a journal card, or even a beautiful nature journal, which would look lovely. Now I've got 2 here that I want to show you how I pop them on. So again, on this one I have sewn it on the machine, and this one, if you don't have a machine or you don't want to sew, I've done it by pen. Now the one that I've used is just a pigment liner, okay, and I've just drawn the body on there. So I'm just going to show you how simple it is. Should we do let's do the big one first. Now these are fabulous. So what you do, you just cut them out, okay, just cut out you want, take the backing off. Now you can cut this in half because these wings are sort of separate on these, which I might actually do. I'm going to just chop that down the middle because you don't have to put them on together. Be careful because they are quite sticky. So, oh, and then you get one of your little sticks like that. So pop that on there, just line that up, and then what we want to do, we want to give it a nice rub like this. A good rub with something like this little wooden stick. You can use a bone folder, whatever you like, so something nice to give you a good bit of pressure. But these little sticks come with the rub-ons anyway, so make sure you get everything out around, and then what you do, you just want to pull that off. Look at that. Oh, just love them, absolutely love them. And then what we can do, we can just pop that one on there, just so we position them right. They don't have to be stuck on together, if you know what I mean. You can just cut them off. Make sure. That's what I did with the dragonfly, because I wanted the wings to go in sort of like a little bit different, like that. So that's lovely. So let's just make sure I've taken that off. Look at that. Doesn't that look beautiful? I love it. Right, shall we do this little one, because I haven't done one before on with the drawn. Let's just see if we can just pop these on. Look at that. That just fits perfect. And these would make beautiful little gifts, won't they, for people? Just sewing on, like you said, on a little pouch or something. Just amazing amount of things that you could make with them, and little gifts. Just brilliant. So let's see, have I done that enough? Look at that. Look at that. Isn't that just lovely? Just beautiful. So there we go, guys. That is the first one that I wanted to show you. So that's on the fabric. Right, I do have a few things to do on the in the journals as well. So this one I'm going to use. Now I've got this, which is just a little just like a tin, galvanized tin. So what I thought we could do is take these ones, which are the monochrome flowers, which I've cut out, take the backing off, and then just pop them onto here. Look at that. Just super simple. Take your little popsicle stick and then just rub it on like that, and then just want to flip that up. Make sure we are all stuck down like that, and if you haven't stuck it down, just go back, rub it on, and then just pull them off. Look at that. Can you see how beautiful? And then what I'm going to do, we've got 6, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to go round, so that's there. I'm going to stick this one just so that, stick it opposite, well, it's not quite opposite, but just so that we can have them going round. Look at that. Lovely. And how lovely would this be to have a little plant or something in there as a gift if you're going to dinner somewhere. You can make your own little gifts, can't you? There we go. We'll have another one. These are beautiful because these ones are just lovely. If you know somebody's not really too fancy and you want to make them a present, these suit everybody, these ones. These are just beautiful. Let's just take that off. Make sure they've rubbed them nice and hard. Oops. Peel that off. Peel that down. Do it nice and gently. There we go. And we can pop this. Let's have a thinner one. Let's pop this little one. They are all fab. So let's just pop that on. Like that. There we go. And then I have this beautiful look, sort of poppy, isn't it? This can go on there. They do stick on them there themselves, do you know what I mean? So it will sort of like stick to the surface nicely for you. If I can pick it up, take that little bit down. Oops, a little bit there. Oops, I didn't do that one very well, did I? There we go. And then we have one more. I think I didn't space them very well, did I? But there we are, and we pop this beautiful flower on there. So what I'm going to do with this one, I'm going to take this downstairs. I have some beautiful plants down there, and I'm going to pop one of my plants in there. Oops. Take this off, and there we go. Look at that. I just think that is gorgeous, isn't it? Pop a little plant in there, or some little cotton wool balls or something like that in there to pop into your bathroom even. So lovely, love, love, love. So the next thing, I think we will go and do some stuff in journals. Now I've got some bits and pieces ready for you. Let's pop that to the side. The first one I've made a tag. Now this is just a bit of tea stain paper, book paper, and I've got vellum over the top. Now I've made a little flower pot, and I've got one of these beautiful roses, and I just thought that over the top would look absolutely gorgeous. Now what I would like to do, I'd like these leaves to go over the top of the pot, but I don't want the little stem. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to actually cut that piece off just like that, just a little bit. Can you see? So that means that that little stem won't go over the pot, but it will just fit at the top. I might cut just a tiny bit more of that off, just like that. So don't be afraid to cut them. If you want little, just different sections of them, a little bit of leaf or something, you can just cut it off. There we go. So these leaves will go over the pot. Well, that's what I'm hoping it would look nice. So just peel off the back. So remember, this is going onto vellum and a little bit of paper on this one. So that will sit on there like that. We will rub that down. This will go on here. So we're going to rub these nice and hard. Take your time to do it. Let's just turn it around this way, around there. Just think they are lovely and add such a lovely extra bit to your work, don't they? Make sure they are on nicely. Let's see. Okay, let's just lift that off. Oh, look at that. That's beautiful. Can you see? Because I just cut the little bit of the stem off. This looks like it's going over the top of the pot. And I just think that looks beautiful. So fantastic. Now I do have a little bit of seam binding here, which I thought I would pop in the top and make a little bow, which I thought would look nice in there. Oh, I'm going to have this in, and I don't have to chop that bit off, do I? Let's pop that in there and make a little bow at the top. So this will be ready to go into a journal. And what an easy, simple little journal card. Tag, I mean. Look at that. Little bow on there. Just beautiful. Chop that little bit off there, and look at that. How gorgeous is that? Beautiful. I will do a close-up like I said before, and that's gone on to vellum and a little bit of paper. So lovely. So I'm going to pop that to the side. Just pop these here, and now I have another one. Oh, let's do this one. I've got lots ready to do. What I've made is a little bag. So again, anything that you got to make is just a bit of music paper. Now I have this beautiful parrot, cockatiel or something like that, I think it is. And I'm just going to layer it up onto here. So I'm going to pop that onto there, and we're going to make a little bit of a journal little pouch, and then we can pop the tag in there. So I'm going to pop some glue. So these are so simple. Make yourself something, so all of your lovely journal bits that you've got, you can use. So I'm going to pop this onto here now. Let's just pop this on, lift that over, take it off. How simple. These are just so simple to do. And look at that, isn't that lovely? Rub that on. Beautiful colour. Make sure they're rubbed on nicely, and then you just pull that off. Look at that. Really gorgeous. Now I'm going to pop a little bit of glue on here. And then we're going to pop him on there like that. It's a beautiful little bag, and I've got a little bow which I'm going to pop a little bit of glue, and then we can just stick it down like that. Look at that, absolutely beautiful, and that is just such a fab focal point, isn't it? Just beautiful. Now we can take our little tag and we can pop it in our little bag. Look at that. So that's fabulous. So that's two beautiful ones. Now this one I'm going to do, this is in a journal, so I've just got a little bit of gesso on here. I've made like a little it's sort of like a flower pot, isn't it? But I'm going to pop these flowers in here like that. All right, so I want to do these. I'm going to put these on. I'm going to stick this on first. Now I've also got a piece of paper here which I'm going to just pop, so that I want this as a journal page. So I'm going to put this comes out like this, so you can write on it. So, and I want this to slot up into there. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take my glue, I'm going to pop this down first. So I can just go along the sides here, down here. And I think this is perfect for a journal. So that's going to stick on there. And I'm going to take my beautiful flowers again. And again, I'm going to just chop just that little bit of stem off, just so that we can pop them so they look like they're coming over the flower pot. Like that. Can you see? So that will go on there with my little popsicle stick. So you can have like a lovely little, it's a window box, that's what I was thinking of. It's like a little window box, isn't it? Like that. And then just gently peel them off. That one is going to go on there. Shall we pop this lovely rose on? So we pop that. I'm going to actually, I should have cut that first. So if you cut these little bits, again, they look like they are going to be going over like that. Going over our little window box. Like that. Good rub. Nice and hard, but do it quite hard, but sort of like gently, if you know what I mean. Don't be too rough. Look at that. Beautiful. Oh, I'm loving this. Take another one. I'm going to put 4 on here. But again, you've got so many different varieties of flowers on there. Now again, I need to, didn't think, did I? Should have cut that little bit off as well. Just there. Just so it's a little bit, oops. Now, well, let's pop you in there like that. There we go. Turn off. Look at that. Doesn't that look gorgeous? Now, do what I need to. I do need to just chop this little stem off there. Take the back off. Like that. Just bend it over a little bit around the back, and then it will just flip off lovely. So then that can just sit there like that, and then we will just rub that on. And I think it just gives it a little bit of dimension as well when you use them, as the flowers and the leaves are hanging over the side, which I think looks lovely. So look at that, just perfect. Let's just peel that off, and look at our lovely window box. Now this is some leaves. So what I thought with this one, peel the back off, I thought we could just pop that like that. Can you see? So it goes on there and just comes off a little bit, so it adds a little bit more greenery to it. Now you get so many flowers in there that you can just have a really big, full little window box, can't you? And I just think it looks gorgeous. Look at that. Stunning. Now my idea of this was just to pop that in there, and that will slide up like that, so it's like a little journaling spot there. So, and then I thought I'm going to pop this lovely, beautiful flower on the top here. Gosh, I do love these flowers, and look at that, just beautiful. And it's a gorgeous, gorgeous journal page, which I think looks lovely. So you can do it. I've done it in the pinks, the nice pink flowers, but of course you get lots and lots and lots of flowers. But look at that, I just think that looks beautiful. So look at that, 3 beautiful journal page and some embellishments to go on there. So I think they look beautiful, and look at that, lovely. So again, you've got so many of these flowers. Look, you can add some little purple ones in there as well. You can add some lavender in there, so you can build it up so it looks like a lovely thick bushy one, can't you? So love it. Okay, so next one I've got for you, I'm going to pop that to the side. Let me pop all these on top of each other. Okay, let's see what we have next. So I'm going to show you how to pop it on some wood. Now I'm going to show you this one first, which I've done, which is just like a little wooden heart. And what I've done, I popped a butterfly on the back here, and then I popped this beautiful little bunny rabbit looking up at a butterfly, and then I've got this lovely flowers on there, and I've just added some over the top to protect it, some embossing powders, clear embossing powders. It's heat embossing, but you can use anything you like. You can probably put some resin over the top as well. You can put triple glaze on there. There's all sorts, and diamond glaze you can pop over the top, just to give it a little bit more dimension. But that's beautiful. Now this little heart I've got, which is gorgeous, isn't it? Now I've just added a little bit of gesso and some ink on there, and I'm going to pop this beautiful elephant on there. Look at that. Doesn't that look lovely? So who doesn't love elephants? So let's just pop that on there. He just looks gorgeous, doesn't he? So just pop him on there, stick him down like that. Let's get our little stick, pop him down, rub, 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 rub nice and hard. Make sure it gets right in there, nice and hard, but soft, if you know what I mean. Let's just pop him around there so we go around. These are nice because they do go round the edges. As you see, you can just pop it around the edge. Oops, his little foot. Just do his little foot there. There we go, and they just peel off, and beautiful. Isn't that gorgeous? love it. And again, you can go over there with a little bit of varnish if you wanted to, but that looks beautiful. And how simple is that? Absolutely gorgeous. Okay, so that's our beautiful wooden hearts. Now another thing we can do is this one here, which I've got, and this is some recycling. So this is an old soap bottle which I had my antibacterial soap in, and I've just added these beautiful rub-ons on here which go onto this plastic. Perfect. So I'm going to show you, because I've got this lovely little fern and I've got a little space here, so I'm going to pop that one on there, pop that to the side. Can you see it just goes on so simply? Pop that on there like that. And how lovely is that, where you can just pop your soap back in there, pop it into your spare bathroom or by your sink, and then we can just add some beautiful smelly soap in there, and you've got a lovely container, and it saves it going in the recycling, doesn't it? Because you're recycling it yourself. Now they do need to be rubbed a little bit harder on this plastic. Oh, if I can take it off, there we go. Just lift that off, and look at that, just beautiful, isn't it? So we've got butterflies and flowers, so you can just do a lovely little random mix on those, and that's doing some recycling, so that's perfect. So how lovely is that? Okay guys, so next one, I thought we would make a card. So lots and lots of different ideas. Now I've got this beautiful card, super simple. It's just a little greetings card, and I thought I would pop some little goldfish on there. How lovely. So all I'm going to do, I'm going to take this first, which is a piece of blue paper, which I'm going to pop across there like that. I haven't got a greeting to go on it. You can just pop it on as a thank you card, a birthday card. But how lovely are these little fish? Look at these little goldfish. Aren't they just gorgeous? So there's such an amount of different animals and plants and flowers and all sorts of things that it was so difficult for me to choose. That's why I had to get things ready to do it, because I will be here all day trying to figure out what I wanted, because I just want to use them all. So there's our little fish. Look at that, lovely. And then I'm going to pop a little bit of coral on there. So I think we can have a little bit of coral in there. So we just pop that in the middle like this. Oops, if I can pick this up. Pop this on like that. So if you are a card maker, these are beautiful as well, because you can make some really quick cards. And then we're going to have this little fish. I'm not quite sure what this one's called. I'm not sure it's a goldfish or a little puffy fat one he is. So let's just pop you a little bit further up there. Like this. Like that. Take him off, and how lovely. Now I've got some little bubbles there, but what I thought I would do, I would probably stick this on here first and maybe have the bubbles come up through there. So I'm going to get a little bit of glue, pop a little bit of glue on. Now what a fun card to send this to somebody, wouldn't it? You can even do like a little speech bubble to say happy birthday or missing you or whatever you like on your card. Oops, is that level? There we go. And then I've got the little bubbles here, so let's just take this off. I just thought that could sort of come up and just over that sort of top bit like that, so it goes on to the other bit of card. So this is a real fun card, isn't it? So all of these little things go for all different crafters, aren't they? There we go, some more little bubbles on there. Now before I do anything else, I'm going to show you a little tip as well. So look we go. Look at that. What a fun card that is. So you can pop a happy birthday down there, or thinking of you, missing you. Look at these little fish, beautiful. Then I've got my little envelope, pop that there, and then we've got a lovely little greetings card. Love it. Now quick tip. Now on here, this is a little bit of a starfish. Now it got stuck on this piece of card, and I wanted to show you, to get rid of it on paper, use an eraser. And if you just rub like this, if you've got some in the way, it just rubs off. So that's a tip. If you get stuck on a piece of card or something, you can just rub it with an eraser and it takes it off like that. So there we go, guys, a quick little tip. So there we go. Right, next one. I've got a couple more left to do, and this one I'm going to show you, which is a beautiful picture frame. Now what I've done, I've painted the frame and I've popped one of the rub-ons on the frame and the glass. This is going on to glass, which is lovely, and I've just popped a little saying inside there. I've actually painted the glass white underneath, and then scratched out this little bit in the middle and popped a little saying inside. So I'm just loving it, how it comes over the glass, over the wooden frame and onto the glass. So I've got some other little flowers here, which I thought I would just pop on to the glass like this, just to show you how simple it is to do and how many different surfaces it goes onto. So let's just stick that, rub that down like that. Let's just see if I can take that off. If I can, there we go. I need to stick it down just a little bit more. Just like that, make sure we're stuck. Rub it nice and hard. Pull this off. Pull these down. Oops, don't want to lose a little petal. Oopsie daisy, I'm not rubbing hard enough. Take this off. Oopsie daisy, I can't get underneath it. There we go, that's better. There we are, that's a little flower. And I've got another one here which I'm going to pop on there, and I think this one I'm going to pop onto the wooden frame. So let's pop this one down, stick that on there like that. Oh, fingers and thumbs, pop that down, rub this on, pop that there. Just beautiful, aren't they? And what a lovely gift. So when you're out and about, if you've got all these beautiful rub-ons and you find some lovely little recycle things, so go around your house first and have a look at all of the things that you can recycle, and just upcycle, really, isn't it? Just need to upcycle. Now the glass ones, you need to rub a little bit harder and make sure your glass is nice and clean. I did go over mine with a little bit of rubbing alcohol just to make it look clean, but how lovely, look at that, beautiful. Now I'm going to stick this one just down here, I think, onto the wood, just like that. Let's press this down. Rub it nice and hard all the way round. Let's see, let's get right in there. Let's see. Pull this off, make sure we're stuck down, and look at that. How beautiful is that? Lovely. And then I've got a little butterfly. I'm not sure whether to pop that. I might pop that on the wood, actually. The wooden frame. Now I bet you've got lots of little wooden frames and lots of little things that you can recycle, upcycle with all these lovely rub-ons. and Taperlogy has some beautiful rub-ons. So please, all the links are down below under the video. So do pop over and take a look, because they are beautiful. Look at that. It's gorgeous. Now I'm going to pop a little bow on here. Now I think I might pop it on a little bouquet that's in the corner like that. So I'm going to use a little bit of my 3-in-1 glue, and then we have some lots of lovely gifts. Let me just, oops, pop a little bit of glue on there and stick that down. Look at that, how beautiful. Wouldn't you just love to give that? Kindness is a gift everyone can afford to give. And how true is that? So I'm just going to stand that up on the side there. So I have one more project for you, which is this one. Now this is another recycling, because all of these bits and pieces are just been sitting around. All of these things that we can recycle are just perfect, aren't they? Now this was a beautiful coffee jar, which my daughter gave me, and look at that. I thought I'd pop this beautiful, I'm not sure whether he's a flamingo or not. He's got a little flamingo face, hasn't he? So he might be. And then I have this lovely flower, which I'm going to pop on there as well, and a little bit of seam binding. Nice beautiful purple seam binding. So let's take this off. I did rub over this with some rubbing alcohol, so I'm going to just pop him on there. Just want to make sure it's sort of like grease free. We will just rub him on nicely like this. So you can do lots of home decor items with it, can't you? We can carry on and do things for our lovely journals. We can do some beautiful gifts for people. So these rub-ons are just perfect all round item, aren't they? Is that going to stick? Let's have a little peek. There we go. So they're ideal. So if you had like a little wooden box, you could do those as well. All sorts, little cookie jars. Look at that, how fabulous. Right, I'm going to do the little flower here, the little plant, just because it's got the same beautiful colours, and I'm going to pop him right next to him, right there, or her. Rub it on like this, nice and tight. A little bit more. Good rub, must give it a nice good rub. Pull that off. Now I expect you'll probably have to do mirrors as well. So if you had a lovely mirror, you could actually add these flowers onto a mirror in your bedroom or something, couldn't you? Or your hallway. That would look beautiful. Doesn't want to come off there. Come on, off you come. Let's just pull it this way. There we go. Oh, love it. Doesn't that just look beautiful? Now I've got my lovely flowers here, all of these flowers, which I'm going to pop inside. Oops. And they look all lovely and colourful and beautiful, don't they? Look at that nice big jar of flowers. I'm going to pop a little bit of ribbon just around the top of it, just to finish it off. Now again, you can pop cookies or anything, candies and sweeties and all sorts, and look at that. Wouldn't that make a beautiful gift? Or some beautiful craft items in there. Somebody would absolutely love that little bit of ribbon that matches the color of your rub-ons. Beautiful. So there we go, guys. That is a lovely, lovely selection of bits and pieces. I'm going to do a lovely close-up of some of these. So we've got the picture frame, we've got the jar, we've got a card, a greetings card, we've got some beautiful little wooden hearts there. We have got some journaling bits and pieces. This lovely layout here. Oops. We have our recycle of our soap bottle, and we have this, which is beautiful to pop a little flower in it, or a plant. So there we go, guys. Some fantastic, fantastic things. All the details are under the video, so do pop along to Taperlogy and grab some of these while you can, because they are amazing, and how many beautiful gifts you can make for people as well, and yourself, of course. Okay, guys, well, thank you so much for joining me. Thank you very much to Taperlogy for letting me showcase your beautiful rub-ons. I absolutely love them. So please, guys, take care, stay safe, and I will see you soon. All right, guys, bye bye.